Hello, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mary. Welcome to From the Heart.
Orlando is widely known for its tourist spots and attractions, but many people don't know about its thriving arts community.
We're happy to introduce to you talented artists and passionate leaders whose ideas are shaping our arts community. How do they create and why? And how will Orlando benefit from a growing arts presence?
On each episode, we'll meet guests who are influential leaders and artists who are truly making a difference.
From the Heart.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to From the Heart. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mary.
And we're excited to bring to you all that's new and good when it comes to the arts in Central Florida.
Today we're talking with Betsy Gwynn, Executive Director of the Bach Festival Society of Winter Park. She's here to tell us all about the Bach Festival Society. Welcome, Betsy.
Welcome. Thank you. It's my pleasure.
We are so glad to have you on the show, and we are excited to learn more about the Bach Festival Society. So tell us all about it. What is its history? What is its mission? What are its core values? What does it want to do in our community?
I'm happy to talk about the Bach Festival Society. We just celebrated our 80th anniversary in Winter Park.
You look so young.
We were founded in 1935 by the Dean of Knowles Memorial Chapel, which is a beautiful chapel on the campus of Rollins College. And it was just 2 years old at the time. And the dean of the chapel and the head of the music conservatory at the college decided to create a program celebrating the 250th anniversary of the birth of Johann Sebastian Bach. Wow. So they gathered a group of singers from the college and musicians, and they did a Vespers program. And there was a woman in the audience named Isabel Sprague Smith, who wintered in Winter Park and was a retired New York City school administrator, and she attended and right then and there decided to make it a passion and mission of hers to make an annual Bach festival modeled on the Bethlehem Bach Festival in Pennsylvania. And so she gathered friends and acquaintances, and they created the next year the first Bach festival. And it grew over the years, and there are fascinating stories about getting musicians during the war. But every year in March, there was a Bach festival in Winter Park. And Winter Park at that time was a very small community, mostly populated by visitors during the winter months. And it grew and it grew. And today, I'm proud to say, 80 years later, we have a thriving Bach festival that's unique to our community, embraces over 160 community singers that come from 9 counties throughout Central Florida to participate. We have choir members that come from Jacksonville, Merritt Island, the Villages, Lake Wales, all throughout Seminole, Osceola, Lake counties. Just a tremendous outpouring of individuals who want to participate in something special, extraordinarily high quality experience. They make music together and they contribute to the life and fabric of our community. It's fantastic.
Betsy, you've told that story before, haven't you?
Just a few times.
But I have to say, she's so beautiful. You so beautifully told that story.
Yeah,
thank
you articulate so well. Yeah, I have so many questions I want to ask you, but I'm curious which way I'm even going to go right now. But the first question I want to ask you is, I had the privilege of singing in the Bach choir for a while, but how do you attract so many talented singers from 9 different counties? What is it about this culture that you guys have created that's attracting that talent?
I think it's this unique music making that the Bach Festival is known for. So probably to start, we do large oratorio works, principally. Also orchestral works. We focus on the work of Johann Sebastian Bach and his contemporaries, and also artists and composers that embody his legacy. So we do produce and perform works of modern composers. But the spirit, the quality of music making, being able to rehearse with our conductor and artistic director, John Sinclair, learn the music. By the time the singers are actually on the choral risers preparing for a performance, they've lived and breathed, no pun intended, these works for weeks and weeks. And so just embodying these tremendously complex and extraordinary historic works of art, sharing that with other singers and performing that with a fully professional orchestra is, I think, what really attracts people.
I have a question. Do your musicians have to audition? Do your singers have to?
It is an auditioned choir. So yes, there is an audition process and a re-audition process for those that are in it.
Those that come from Tallahassee, they travel down here to audition, or do they send a tape?
No, live auditions. I don't have anyone from Tallahassee yet.
Oh,
Jacksonville is.
oh, you said Jacksonville? Oh, okay.
We were talking
But
about
I
Tallahassee
was
earlier.
trying to
with
expand it. It's
budgets
subtle.
and things.
Maybe we'll have
What does
some
an audition look like? I mean, what does somebody have to go through if somebody's watching today and said, "Oh, I'd love to sing in the Bach"?
They bring a short piece, an anthem, or possibly something they may sing in their church choir, and we have an accompanist, and it's in front of our artistic director, Dr. Sinclair, which I'm sure can be intimidating.
I was going to say, what is it like to sing in front of Dr. Sinclair?
But he's one of the most generous and warm and passionate musicians I've ever met. And I know I'm not alone in saying that. He just embodies a love of the music, and he's an encourager. He's the champion cheerleader for this music. And he hopes to make the audition process comfortable and easy.
Is there sight reading involved?
Yes, yes.
So we know that musical excellence is important to the Bach Festival
Yes.
Society in so many different ways, but what else is important to your organization?
Absolutely supporting our community. So we have, in addition to 160 singers that come from throughout Central Florida, we have a large educational program. We take programs into the schools. Some of our visiting artists that come and perform on our series, we take them to schools and they work with students. We've had a great experience with A Gift for Music, which is a string program.
We had Eric
yes,
on our
Eric's
show.
A great partner of ours. In fact, we brought Brooklyn Ryder for a residency a few years ago, and Brooklyn Ryder's cellist, Eric Jacobson, was just selected as the new music director for the Orlando Philharmonic. So we're thrilled about that, but we bring artists, vocal soloists, instrumentalists, artists that are really at the top of their profession and are known not just in the United States, but work abroad and have a very fine reputation. And we feel it's important to take those resources that are unique to Bach and share them with the broad community. So really engaging people in music at all levels.
Well, you mentioned Rollins before. What's your relationship with Rollins now, and do they fund you guys? Are they a part of your creative programming? Do they have a say? What does the relationship look like?
That's a fantastic question, and one we're often asked. We have an 80-year partnership with Rollins College. We're a separate 501c3 independent music organization, and Rollins provides in-kind services to our society. They house our office and our office staff, and they provide performance and rehearsal space for all of our programs,
That's really nice.
which is just a tremendous benefit.
Absolutely.
And members of the Rollins Music Department perform in our choir, so it's a rigorous singing opportunity for them. There are often other opportunities for students. When we did the collaboration with Carmina Burano with the Orlando Ballet,
Beautiful.
we swelled our ranks to include about 70 singers from the Rollins Department of Music, which was exciting. And we often provide master classes for music students when our guest artists are in town.
Who are some of the instructors who have come for your master classes to teach?
We've had so many. Emmanuel Axe, let me see, Laura St. John, a violinist who was recently with us, the Parker String Quartet that was with us last fall. So
really
many.
bringing great artists into our community.
Extraordinary. And because there is this performance series on campus, you have the talent coming to Winter Park, and you can take advantage of it.
If someone wanted to find out information about the Bach Society Festival, how would they get in touch with you?
The easiest way is our website, which is bachfestivalflorida.org.
Say that again.
bachfestivalflorida.org.
I always have you say it twice.
We wanna
I
make sure
appreciate
people
that.
hear it.
We want people to visit. And it's filled with information about upcoming performances, about our guest artists, their bios.
And your dates.
And our dates,
Fantastic.
ticket prices, where we are, absolutely everything.
Great.
Thank you so much for being here and telling us this much about the festival.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for this segment with Betsy, but please join us when we return to hear about the journey Betsy has taken prior to her work with the Bach Festival Society of Winter Park. From the Heart.